Blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, this is your brother Dan Moses, or say Yao Sakodi of TRC, Ghana, coming to you with the continuation of our exposés, Testimony, New World Disorder. But before we begin, we want to welcome each other by saying, Akwaba, Allen, Sahalen, Shagitam, welcome. Nganjoni, Benvindo, you are welcome. Kuso, Diwo, Tisanyisenyo, Okukulaba, Mauya, Mingalaba, Boyei, Malamu, Karibu, Ekabo, no, O, Sanu, Dezua, Enkwan de Ena, Mitash, Duburu, Pejaluvat, Bine Ivinit, Barigarus, Vita Iche, Ayubon, Dobridoya, welcome. Estan, Ozut, Walam, Adoma. Bienvenido, namaste, swagetam, kush, amadit, varuk, haba, marhaba, wanyong haminida, wanyin, nyejeko, anemime, nyejeko, wezolo, noviomia, wezo, akwaba to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. Testimony, New World Disorder, as we know, is the program through which we get to know what is happening to Ghana, America, humanity, and the nations of the world in these times of global deception, delusion, and willful lies that are made up by some of the very people that we trust to be there for humanity and the nations of the world. That for the past 17 years, almost 2 decades, these forces in cahoot with this extremely dangerous US undercover agent have dealt with humanity and the nations of the world by willful lie, deception, and delusion, having brought us into this global helplessness. But we know and we understand that the prime objective, the ulterior agenda being pursued by these global wicked forces who have Ghana and America as the center of the global evil pursuit. The government of Nana Addo Akufo and the government of Joe Biden, their prime objective is to seek to take over your soul, my soul, the souls of humanity and all of us on the nations of the world. Whether you are a Muslim, Christian, Judaist, you worship or do not worship, no matter your nationality, your gender, your status in the human life, your soul is at stake and you are in a moment of decision. You need to make a decision as to whether you will let the soul takers take ownership of your soul and lead you to damnation in hellfire after their wickedness of visiting upon the nations of the world, unthinkable hardship, medical terrorism under the guise of COVID-19 against humanity and against the nations of the world. Their monkeypox evil which they orchestrated and wanted to get us medically terrorized again was crushed by the finger of God. They quickly orchestrated Marburg as claiming Ghana is the origin of it. God slapped them front and back and has continued to keep the human race. But blessed ones, you need to know that all that you are seeing on the nations of the world, whether Russia, Ukraine, or they are just passing by. The ulterior agenda is to take over your soul and my soul. It is no longer the issue of America going about the nations of the world, bombing and killing, destroying innocent life, destroying nation. It is an agenda way beyond the destruction of the body. It is an agenda to take over your soul. That is where we are now. And you need to make up your mind as to whether you would let the soul takers take over your life with this extremely dangerous US undercover agent lead you to damnation in hellfire, or you will let the maker of your soul take over your soul and lead you to glory in the kingdom of heaven. Christ Jesus is my Lord, and I've yielded my soul over to him, and he's the owner of my life, and heaven awaits me. I want to gladly commend to you, Christ Jesus my Lord. No matter your religious affiliation, I want to commend to you. He is the key, my Lord, for which reason I am still alive, in spite they have killed all my people, kill my politician, diplomat, religious leader, my family members, and my reverend minister, God still continues to keep me, and I know He's able to keep you. Blessed ones, Aquaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. By the grace of God, we are sure get to receive some divine guide, divine direction, divine insight that we may know exactly what to do. This is expose part 119, being recorded on the 16th of February 2023 for the 17th of February 2023, Friday. Because of this extremely dangerous US undercover agent, Madam 17. That is why we are coming out with the exposes on February the 17th. Expose part 200, which is what to do, was recorded yesterday on the 15th of February 2022. And let's get that understanding. We shall receive them on the 17th of February 2025. And God is with us. And in spite of all our challenges, God willing, as from now we shall begin to receive more exposes. You see, humanity and the nations of the world. Ghana is on 4G network, so far as the internet is concerned, and the US is on 5G network. When we were in Ghana, when the government of Joe Biden and Akufo Addo have raised terrorists, the new terrorists, to terrorize us, persecute us from exposing them, that their heinous crimes of cowardly secret killing of Ghanaians in worship of this US undercover agent will not be exposed, that their crimes against humanity and the nations of the world wouldn't be exposed. They ensure that, in spite we're using 4G network in posting our exposes, they sabotage through hacking of our internet, our phone. They sabotage exposes whenever we are getting exposes out. They sabotage it over 12 hours. Don't want the exposes to be to come out on this channel, Testimony New World Disorder. But we know we are in America now. In order for Joe Biden and Akufo Addo to cover up their terror activities against the nation Ghana, what they have done is, in spite US is on 5G network, they want to make a fool of themselves. They have still continued to hack my laptop, my phone, and all my gadgets, and they are operating this home as a secret terror cell for advancing of the cover-up of the cowardly secret killing of Ghanaians. And we know that 4G network is not the same as 5G network. America is way advanced. They are in the network of the US. So any nonsense by Joe Biden and his administration and the Akufo Addo government to claim that it is the network, the 5G network or the 4G network, which was behind the retarding of the speed of our loading our exposes. We know that it's total nonsense, because 4G network is not the same as 5G network. You understand? God wants to tell them that their evil cannot be hidden forever, and He shall continue to expose them in the sight of their own nationals, of the American people, and in the sight of the Ghanaian people, before the eyes of humanity, in regarding the 17 years of cowardly secret killing of my innocent people of Ghana in worship of this dangerous US undercover agent, because of their agenda, secret agenda they are pursuing to take over your soul. Aquaba to the program, Testimony New World Disorder. Humanity and the nations of the world. Ever since my being in America on the 17th of October 2022 till this 17th of October, February 2023, which the expose is coming to you, this very residence has continued to be operated as a secret terror cell on the soil of America by the Biden administration and the Akufo Addo government, to seek to cover up the cowardly secret killing of Ghanaians, politicians, diplomats, religious leaders, and they are using the company which I am working for, Bangladesh terror company, being operated as a secret terror cell by the state of Maryland, by the Montgomery County Police, by the Bangladesh embassy, by the Uber company, by the DoorDash, in the interest of this US undercover agent. They are up with their evil against the nation the nation of Ghana one more time. But it shall not stand nor prosper. Ghana, humanity and the nations of the world. Akufo to the program, testimony, new world disorder. Expose part 200, what to do is already recorded. This is expose part 199. And we urge you to be watching the exposés chronologically. Ghana and the nations of the world. Akufo to the program, testimony, new world disorder. Humanity, on the 28th of February this month, 2023, Nana Addo Akufo Addo, the acclaimed president of Ghana, would be coming out with what he called the State of the Nation address. But this is what he would not tell the Ghanaian people. We need to understand that Ghana, the state of our nation, is what you are receiving here. The government of Nana Addo Akufo Addo and the Biden administration have continued to operate terror cells on the soil of America in the state of Maryland. This expose is coming out from one of the secret terror cells which they are operating, the home which I reside. The other is a company run by Bangladesh terrorists in the state of Maryland, the city of Gettysburg, Montgomery Village. Ghana, the prime objective of the company is to get me defunded and to rob me of my income for this dangerous US undercover agent. If I would not yield, then Nana Addo Akufo Addo and his coward secret killers, Joe Biden and his coward secret killers, must allow the Bangladesh terrorists to unleash cowardly secret terrorism against Ghana, because I will not yield for my income to be robbed for this dangerous US undercover agent. And I have taken a stand never to yield for my income to be robbed for the dangerous US undercover agent. The truth is, the way the company hired me, there is no way my income could be robbed for her. So the strategy that the Biden administration and Akufo Addo government have been using in Ghana, they are playing, they call it debt restructuring. Ghana, humanity, America, let's hear this. The evil that was pursued by Barack Obama and Joe Biden for 8 years in killing the people of Ghana in worship of the dangerous US undercover agent. The evil they pursued together with Ban Ki-moon, the then UN Secretary General, before they left office in 2017. What Ban Ki-moon and Barack Obama did was to seal their evil. Ungrateful Ban Ki-moon, whom after 10 years of being the Secretary General of the United Nations was not content and was eyeing to go take over the throne of South Korea, and God slapped him from behind. Wicked Barack Obama and Joe Biden. Barack Obama, who was not content with 8 years of presidency, which God gave to him through this same African, though he knows. Barack Obama, who wanted a third term after 8 years of presidency. They established a mountain of debt over $15,000, $15,552. That with time the debt should keep growing. That they would use that to defund me to suppress me and to silence me perpetually from exposing Ban Ki-moon, exposing Barack Obama, exposing Joe Biden, exposing Hillary Clinton, exposing the evil mind that troubled America and Ghana, but exposing Akufo Addo. So I have taken the stand before the United Nations, before the US government, before international criminal, before the African Union, that I will not pay a penny or a dime to this dangerous US undercover agent. I will not pay a dime to my killer, the killer of my family members, the killer of innocent Ghanaian people, the killer of her own father for money. I will not pay a dime to her. And it is forever settled. Whenever they have decided to come take over my income and I have refused, they have cowardly killed my people of Ghana to seek to silence me. Since 2009 in the state of Maryland. But amidst all this, God has graced me to take that stand in defense of the Ghanaian people, that all men are created equal. And this Jezebel that troubled the world, he has met Jehu. Humanity and the nations of the world. Akwa to the program, Testimony in World Disorder. So, as I speak, this Bangladesh terrorist company, run in secrecy by the state of Maryland, the Montgomery County Police, the Bangladesh terrorist embassy at Washington, D.C., Uber company, DoorDash, they have already succeeded in engaging in cowardly secret terrorism against the nation of Nepal. Just last month, the world had to a shock of unfortunate terrorism, which they coded it a plane crash, which killed innocent Nepal nationals and foreign nationals on the flight. It is the evil of this US undercover agent, the evil of the Bangladesh terrorist embassy, the evil of Nepal traitor whom they employed at the company the same week when they unleashed the terrorism against Nepal. They have already succeeded in committing terrorism against Nepal by their evil pursuit. Humanity, these people are very, very dangerous. And in order for me to let them know that they are daring the God of the Bible, they are daring Yahweh, and Yahweh will dare them. I have made it clear to us here on this explicit testimony, New World Disorder, that on the 30th of June 2021, this dangerous US undercover agent, her love for money, brought humanity and the nation to a point that the Haitian president has to lose his precious life because this undercover agent desired my money to seek to get me assassinated with the Montgomery County Police. Ghana, how God have made this the evil of this US undercover agent conclude the issue is any attempt to touch a penny of mine for this US undercover agent, God shall respond to it with life. He shall do it. He did it in Haiti. But we know that God is a just God. The evil of this US undercover agent brought that unfortunate happening on the nation Haiti on the 7th of July 2021. So God is not playing. He has had enough of the killing of my people. In order for God to let the Bangladesh terrorist company, which have orchestrated terrorism, coward secret terrorism against Ghana, because I will not yield for them to rob me of my income. God wants me to take a stand for Ghana by refusing to work for the company as a slave. So on the 15th of February 2023, yesterday, last night, I had to go to the company and let the company know that I have stopped working for the company because the company is run by the state of Maryland, the Montgomery County Police, the Bangladesh Terrorist Embassy, Washington, D.C., the coward secret killers, the government of Nana Addo Akufo, to seek to unleash terrorism, coward secret terrorism against the Ghanaian people. I have, on the behalf of the Ghanaian people, in defense of their blood, refused to work for them. I have quit. Ghana, let me tell you this, how dangerous these terrorists are. Last night, I had gone there to let the company know that I have quit working for the company. Because their prime agenda is to get me defunded. If I will not yield, they kill the Ghanaian people. The manager and the owner, there are three owners. One of the owners is called Nina Islam. She was made to tell me that she's demanding that the new schedule, which starts from Monday till Sunday, I worked on Monday, I worked on Tuesday. She was made to demand that I should work, I should continue slaving for her for the rest of the week. And I told her I will not do that because of my precious blood of life. I will not. Then she told me then she would still take my Monday and Tuesday, the rest of my income with her. She will take the income. She will take the money. About 30 minutes ago, when I was getting ready to record this expose, and I told her, when last night, I told her I would take back my money. She cannot rob me of my money. I've worked for her, and she ought to pay me my money. About 30 minutes ago, when I was preparing to record this expose, she has been made to slip this, the one purple, the very first one, message into my phone, because this terror cell, everything that I do here is seen by the Montgomery County Police, the Biden and his administration, the coward secret killers that intend unleashing terror against Ghana, and they have networked with the woman to quickly slip this message. That was about 30 minutes ago. Ghana, let's read it. It is here. This is it. Let's read it. I am letting you know that when I hired you, you have to give me a minimum of a 2-week notice. When she hired me, I have to give you. There is nothing like that between me and her. You had a schedule for today, and you work full time, and because you are quitting last minute, it's causing a lot of issues with staffing. I am requesting you to work this week while I find an employee to fill your place. If you cannot, then do not contact me or come into my store again. Humanity and the Nations of the World. I've been to her yesterday, and I've made it clear to her that I cannot continue to work for the company because the company is run with the objective of getting me defunded and to get my people of Ghana killed cowardly in secrecy. As a damage control, the Montgomery County Police and the cowards, the Biden administration, the Akufo, they have made it to slip this message into my phone. In America, whichever company that you work for, there is no binding rule that the company can compel you to work for them against your will. There is no agreement between the company and myself to work for the company when I don't want to work for the company anymore, to stay on, for them to terrorize and persecute me, discriminate against me for 2 weeks because they want to steal my money. The Montgomery County Police and the cowardly security. Yes, last night she was being made to threaten me with the police. I told her, go and bring the police. I'm here right now. Next week Wednesday, the payment cycle is next week Wednesday. I'll come for my money. Don't threaten me that you bring the police. It's the same police who are running the store. Go and bring the police now. Then she, in a confused mind, this is not a police case. The same person telling me, this is not a police case. This is the same cowardly secret police who have made sent a message into my phone that if I would not work for her for 2 more weeks, I should not come into her store again. Why? Because they want to take my money. Let us reply to this. Let's call her right now.
Please leave your message for 34720640777.
Hi, Nina Islam. There is no agreement between me and you that I would work for your company 2 weeks against my will when you are terrorizing me and you are running your store in getting me defunded and seeking to engage terrorism against Ghana. You owe me my 2 days work of Monday and Tuesday. You need to pay me. You cannot rob me. I will not allow that. Yahweh is my God. Yahweh is my God. If you want to keep the money, he shall respond to you accordingly. So you can't rob me and you can't kill anybody in Ghana. You dare not do that. Otherwise, Yahweh would avenge. Bye-bye. Humanity, we have heard the voice message I have left for her. Ghana and the nations of the world. Let's conclude it this way. Joe Biden, the just God, Yahweh my God, has drawn the battle line. If a penny of mine is touched, it's robbed me of by this dangerous US undercover agent, God shall touch life. He has drawn the battle line. Your wickedness, with the wickedness of Akufo Addo, led to the killing of an innocent Jewish woman's child before she was born. Now you have colluded with wicked people that call themselves Muslims, that are traitors, betraying their own religion of Islam and their own people in worship of this dangerous US undercover agent. Biden, they do not touch 1 penny. I have worked for them. Slavery and human enslavement is abolished in America. Do not provoke Yahweh to see what this dangerous US undercover agent would not like to see. Do not provoke Yahweh. And that terrorist Bangladesh company, I have left them the voice mail. They owe me and must pay me my money. Otherwise, they must work for the handiworks of Yahweh. Ghana, I beseech us that no matter our religious affiliation, our political differences, Christians, Muslims, traditionalists, all of us, let's stay together as one people of one nation, of one destiny. We should not allow the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo and Joe Biden to give us over to terrorism, because I have refused to be a slave for this dangerous US undercover agent, the killers of our people. We are stopping the terrorism against Ghana for good. I need Ghana to stand with me. Stand as a united people and watch on the behalf of one another, our nation, our people, for us. And Yahweh is keeping us. God bless you, and God bless my homeland, Ghana. Bye-bye.